Yo, maybe I should just stop trying to be a meteorologist. This doesn't look so good. Oh man, what the heck? So my truck is on its way out to the transmission shop right now, and we are gonna get the bands adjusted on it. So that's a good thing. I'm gonna be a nervous wreck all day while it's there, because I'm just gonna be thinking that when they have the pan off of it and they're looking at the valve body and the bands and all that, that they're just gonna come back to me and be like, yeah, well, this is wrong and this is wrong, and it's gonna, you're be looking at a rebuild down the road and all this other bull crap, and oh boy, I'm already sweating, man. I'm stressing it. But I personally feel that when the bands get adjusted, it should be in pretty darn good shape, and it should be all right. I don't think that it's really in rough shape, but I don't know. I'm not a transmission guy. I'm no expert on the trannies. So I guess we'll find out later on today after I go and pick it up and we hear what the dude has to say to me after he has the thing apart and he gets all the work done to it. But in order to get there right now, I need to stop and grab some gas, and then we are off to the races. We can go and drop it off, and I'm gonna miss her, man. There's something about it where I don't like leaving vehicles at the shop, but I can't do everything myself. So I have to have that compromise in me where I need to know when it's okay to leave the vehicle at a shop and let them do it and trust what they're doing and all that, and not even just them at the shop, but trust other people in that area that they're not going to break into your ride or damage it, whatever, because people are people nowadays, and the world is just an angry place. Yeah, the world's just an angry place. So I just get a little uncomfortable when I have to leave it. I was going to drop it off last night, but I was like, nah, it'll be worth it to just drive it in the morning when I know they're there. They can do the work, and then we can go from there and go pick it up at the end of the day and hopefully be good and on our way. And I don't know what else to say, so let's go pump some gas. Hey! So this is the first time I've actually been behind my truck and actually seen it driving down the road, and I gotta say, man, it actually looks pretty nice going down the road. I'm impressed with how good she's looking right now. It does feel a little bit weird not being in it, but I don't know, man. Jamie's driving it out here to the transmission shop, and I wanted to see how it looked. So yeah, that's what we're doing, and I'm liking it. These are the guys. They're gonna do the work to it. Get it all done today, Amco. So I need to test and see if this little spare key works, because I've never tested it before, and I don't want to leave them all my keys. So we're gonna see if this guy works. Gravy, baby. I'll see you later, baby girl. See you later. Whoa, let me close that door. So after quite a screwed up, crazy, hectic morning, we're at the job site that we need to be at right now. So we're just going to get cracking and get to work, and I will see y'all in a little bit. All right? Toodles. Yo, there's the Thunder, son. There it is. Thunder buddies for life. Yeah, we could set it up in there. We're just going to move the saws and everything right over here into the garage and just make sure we can still cut some stuff. We'll give it a second to see if it's going to breeze over, because it is going in the opposite direction of us. It's not like coming where it's going to go straight over us. It's going that way, so it's like blowing over and we're on the edge of it. So I think if we get anything, it's just going to be like a little bit of stuff. But I don't know. The weather can be crazy, and we all know that. And yeah, we'll just see what happens. So this is what we're looking at. Just this little skinny thing right here on the radar that's gonna really just blow right over us, probably pretty quick. So let's take a look at which way it's moving. Oh yeah, man, it looks like it's moving real quick. So by, say, 2 o'clock, it's basically past us. Yo, maybe I should just stop trying to be a meteorologist. This doesn't look so good. Oh man, what the heck? Well, I guess you could say I was wrong. I had no problem admitting that I was wrong this one time, but holy crap, look at that. At least we know their gutter system works. Look at it shooting right out of there. Holy crap. Well, we did give this an honest chance. We gave it a good solid 10 minutes or so, and it's let up drastically, but I don't know. I think we're still dangling on the edge of this beast, and it's still coming down at a decent rate, but not like it was, man. It was windy and whipping and gushing and flowing and all that good stuff, but not anymore. But still, I think it's time to move on. Yep, let's go. Dude, the rain's literally stopped. Just got in the truck to go to another job site to get out of the rain, and it stopped as soon as we pulled out of this job site. It literally did not look like it was raining that long or that hard, but it seems like because there's been so much rain lately that there's not, yeah, it's oversaturated. The ground can't hold anymore, so there's nowhere for it to go other than to creep up on top of the surface and just run and flood everything. Holy crap, that was insane. Well, the good news is we got the truck back. The guy told me that everything in the transmission looked to be in good working order. He did, wow, that was quite the bump. He did, however, tell me that with the size of the tires I'm running, which are 35 by 12.5s, and these transmissions, that I would probably want to either increase the size of my governor pressure solenoid or get a tuner and hook the tuner up and rewrite the ECU on the truck. I just replaced the governor pressure solenoid on this truck, so without me going ahead and dropping the pan on this thing again and getting into changing that solenoid and putting a bigger one in there so that it allows more pressure to flow through it, I think what I'm going to do tonight is just get online and look for a decent little tuner programmer, and we'll go ahead and we'll plug that sucker in, and we'll change the computer on this so that the shift points are good. It increases the flow of pressure and all that through the governor pressure solenoid and the tranny. But aside from all that, he said that the bands on this thing were really clean. The pan was clean, obviously, because I just changed the fluid and the filter in it. Everything looked good on there, and he's got it all adjusted where it needs to be. It still has a little bit of a roughness or a harshness to a couple of the first shifts from first to second and whatnot, but other than that, it feels to be a lot better. Like when I'm cruising at, say, 55, 60 miles an hour and I push on the gas, before it was almost like it was gear hunting to try and find what gear it needed to go into, almost like it was confused. It's not doing that anymore. It seems to be nice and smooth. The RPMs are going where they need to be, considering it still thinks it's on stock tires and it's moving tires that are twice the size of that. So I think the programmer is definitely a must, and I'm gonna get on and try to find one and order that as soon as possible so that we can make sure that this transmission can stay in as good a shape as possible for as long as possible, and that's the goal. I don't want to have this thing rebuilt a year down the road, so we're gonna have to figure it out quick and make sure that everything is gravy with this truck. But right now, I'm telling you, I'm liking it. It feels so much better. I'm so much more relieved, and that was just a big load of stress off my shoulders. Woohoo, yeah, baby. Oh, I just noticed this when I was pulling in. I don't know what is going on with this tree, but there's all sorts of like dead leaves on some of the branches all throughout the tree. Up there, up there, up there, right here, some more, right there. This whole tree just has like random branches with dead leaves on them. But look at how nice these apples are looking. Man, I cannot wait to get me some of these apples in the fall, baby. They're gonna be so delicious. I knew it was a good sign this spring when the apple trees were starting to bud and the flowers were coming in on them. All of them have so many apples on them. Just take a gander at this one. Look at these. These are gorgeous. Look at this. They're all over the thing. Look at. Just take a look. There's apples everywhere. But right now I'm waiting for the wifey to get here. I just got home from work. I stopped at my aunt's house. I had a little conversation with her, and we're trying to brew a little something up. There's a little something coming up in the works for us as a family. I hope so anyways. We are trying to work on a little something, and man, look at the mud on this thing from the mud puddle I drove through. The same one down there I drove through the other night, and yeah, it was fun. That's how I know it was fun. But yeah, we're working on something as a family, and we're trying to make moves as a family and make a little something happen. And we are going tonight to have a meeting, and we have an appointment, so we're gonna go and take care of this meeting, do some talking with some people, and see what we can find out, to see if we can make our plan come to life, put it in motion, and make something of it. So that's the plan for now, and we will, depending on how tonight goes, I'll share this information later on, but let's keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. Yeah, that's all I can say right now. That's all I can say. Right now, let's go get the dog out so he can go to the bathroom, and I'll wait for her to get here. She should be here any minute. Then we're gonna take off and go do this thing. Well, they are back. They are down there right now. Emmy is picking the wild mushrooms that have grown in the yard. So thank you for doing that, Emmy. I would have got them with the lawnmower, but I know you're having fun. Now anyways, because I can't tell you about the little secret meeting that we are going to and all that, let's talk about the truck. Number one, my transmission pan is dry as a bone. I'm loving it. They actually put a good cork gasket in there and got rid of that crappy rubber one that came with the kit when I did the fluid and filter on it. So I have a good gasket in there. It's all torqued down to the proper specs. Everything is good. It feels good. We are going to get a tuner programmer for this thing that we can plug into the computer down there, where you plug in the OBD2 scanners and stuff, and we are going to rewrite the computer on this so that it will increase the pressure in the transmission lines and all that. It will calibrate my speedometer and all that good stuff. Will basically be tricking the truck and making it think that it has regular tires on it, even though we're running 35 by 12.5s. So that's a good thing. We will keep that transmission as healthy as we can for as long as we can. The rear drums are looking phenomenal with that paint on them. They look just absolutely amazing. I'm so happy that they were in good enough condition for me to reuse them, and I didn't need the new ones, and that I made the decision to paint them because they just, well, they look better. That's a fact. I am at some point going to try and get the pads and rotors done on the front of this weekend. We are getting some rain, I believe, tomorrow. Sunday I wanted to go to the big car show, the Syracuse Nationals. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to, because I do want to get those on there. Maybe I'll go for a little bit, and then I will do the pads and rotors at night after the show, because I think they close the show down at 5 o'clock on Sunday. So that'll leave me a good 3 hours to do pads and rotors. If I can't get pads and rotors done in 3 hours, then well, something's wrong. I may want to rethink my mechanical skills and maybe not do it anymore. But I don't know. But yeah, that's the plan. Maybe Sunday. So tomorrow I think I'm actually going to go to work for a little bit, and I think I'm going to keep trying to carry on and move forward with this deck that we're building, so that we can progress and get further ahead on that and just get it done. It needs to get done. So we're going to do that tomorrow and try to fight the rain. At least when it's not raining, we'll be there working on that. When it is raining, I don't know. We'll find something else to do. My grandmother is coming into town tomorrow. She's on her way up from Florida. She was in North Carolina at 2:30 when I talked to her. They're going to pull over and spend the night somewhere and finish the drive out tomorrow. So they'll be here too. That's exciting. Yeah, man. We haven't seen her in a couple of years. But back to the truck. What am I mumbling about? I don't even know any idea, man. I just keep going off on these tangents. I got like ADD and stuff. The track bar is shipped out. I do need to go ahead and check the status of that and track it to see whereabouts it is. The tie rods, well, I'm not 100% worried about those. Instead of ordering extended sway bar end lengths, I'm probably just going to go ahead and get a new bushing kit and see how things feel going that route with the new track bar. And if for whatever reason I feel like, well, I need the whole extended end length, then I'll go ahead and order them at that point. But I think for now we'll just do bushings in them, because they're really not that bad. They're not leaning back. They're still pretty darn vertical if you look at them and stuff. They're not really leaned in any one direction. So yeah, I think we're just gonna leave them how they are. and then go ahead and put new bushings on them. But I definitely am in need of a steering shaft, so I think that is part of the reason that I'm going to just do bushings on the end links instead of ordering complete new ones for right now. Eventually I will replace those and put new ones on, but I'd like to take some of the money that I would have spent on the new end links and put it towards the steering shaft, because that thing is starting to jiggle and bounce and clunk. So that is definitely a priority. It needs to get done sooner than later before the damn thing falls apart and I go flying off the road because I can't turn the truck. But that's it for right now. Those are all the updates I have. If I think of anything else in the meantime, I will come back on in a few. But right now it's time for that meeting and I gotta go. Let's do it.